Hi everyone. Today we are baking one of the most loved classic cakes, carrot cake with cream cheese frosting. This beautiful cake is known for its soft, moist texture and warm spice flavor, made even better with freshly grated carrots that add natural sweetness and richness. Carrot cake became popular in Europe during the time when sugar was scarce and people used carrot as natural sweetener. And today it has become a timeless favorite around the world. Topped with smooth, tangy cream cheese frosting, this cake is perfectly balanced, not too sweet, incredibly soft, and full of comforting flavor. So let's get started and bake this delicious homemade carrot cake together. Let's take a look at the ingredients we need. Here I am using 2 cups of plain flour and 1.5 cup of cast sugar. I also have 1 full cup of chopped walnut, finely chopped. Next, I have 4 medium sized carrots, finely grated. Use the medium or small size of your grate, like I am showing here. Finely grated carrots give the cake a soft and moist texture. I am also using 1 can of crushed pineapple. If you have fresh pineapple, you can crush it yourself and use it instead. Here I have 1 zest of whole orange, along with half a teaspoon of nutmeg, full teaspoon of cinnamon powder for the warm flavor. For the dry ingredients, we need 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda and half a teaspoon of salt. For the wet ingredients, I am using 1 cup of vegetable oil. Avoid olive oil for this recipe and a whole juice of orange. And I am using 5 small eggs, but if you are using large eggs, 4 will be enough. And finally, a little vanilla essence for the extra aroma. Today I am using my stand mixture, but you don't need a machine like this. You can easily mix everything by hand or with the hand mixture. First, we are going to beat the eggs, then add sugar gradually, little by little in small batches. Let beat it for 2 to 3 minutes until the sugar dissolves and becomes light and creamy. We are looking for smooth creamy texture at this stage. Now slowly add the oil. Don't pour it at once. Add it gradually while mixing, just like I am doing. So everything combines nicely. You can see the texture now, smooth and glossy. In this recipe, we don't use butter or margarine because the cake will be frosted with cream cheese and stored in a fridge. Butter based cakes can become dense when chilled, but using oil keeps the cake soft and moist even straight from the refrigerator. Next, mix the baking powder, baking soda, and salt in the flour and combine well. Now add the grated carrots, followed by the crushed pineapple. I remove the juice and add the pineapple pulp. I will save the juice for the frosting later. Now add chopped walnut. Then the orange seeds, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Now add the flour mixture in batches while mixing on low speed. Once all the flour is incorporated, add 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence and the batter is ready. I have prepared my cake pan by lining the bottom with the baking paper and lightly greasing the sides. You can bake this in one large pan like I am doing or divide it into two smaller pans if you prefer. My oven is ready, preheated to 800 degrees Celsius, and now the cake is ready to go into the oven. Here is my cake. It has just come out of the oven. I have placed it on wire rack to cool down. While the cake cools, let's prepare the cream cheese frosting. Here I have 250 grams of butter and today I am using half of it along with 250 grams of cream cheese. Make sure to use good quality cream cheese and both the butter and cream cheese must be at room temperature. Soft butter and soft cream cheese will give you a smooth frosting. I also have 1.5 cups of icing sugar. First, beat the cream cheese and butter together until smooth and creamy. Then add the icing sugar gradually, a few batches, and continue beating until light and fluffy. And add couple of teaspoons of vanilla. Honestly, there is no point making carrot cake without cream cheese frosting. They work perfectly together. The frosting adds richness, balance, and that classic flavor everyone loves. And here is my cake. As you can see, there is a small bump on the top. So I am going to trim slightly to create a more even surface. I just slicing it little off, not too much, just enough to make the top flatter and off. Of course, you can eat the top crust. It tastes so good. I don't have to be perfectly level, but this already looks much better than having a big dome on top. Look at how moist the cake is inside. It's still warm. Here is the pineapple juice I have saved from the can earlier. Don't waste it. I am using a few spoonfuls to gently moisture the cake. If you are making two layer cake, you can brush this juice between the layers as well. My cake isn't tall enough to slice into layers, so I am frosting it as one cake. Now I am adding all the cream cheese frosting on top. This frosting is different from regular icing. It's rich, creamy and absolutely delicious because of the cream cheese. Don't worry if it looks thick, just spread it evenly over the cake. You can decorate with walnuts, nuts, or even chocolate if you like. I am not adding walnut on top today because this is a large cake and they can become soggy in the fridge. This is one of my family favorite cake. You really should try this. It's soft, moist, and incredibly delicious. And here it is. Soft, moist carrot cake topped with rich cream cheese frosting. Every bite is warm, spiced, and perfectly balanced with that smooth, tangy frosting. Simple ingredients, beautiful flavor, and pure homemade comfort. Enjoy. I will see you in the next recipe. Thanks for watching.